Hello friends. So today we'll be seeing a new topic, that is application of VLOOKUP function. Okay. VLOOKUP is one of the strongest tool in Excel. Today we'll see how can we apply VLOOKUP in Excel and how VLOOKUP will help us in making managerial decisions. So before I directly go and show you how to apply, we'll understand how to frame this formula, how to apply this formula in the next stage, and what are the criterias that VLOOKUP will have. So I'll just increase the font size. Excel will have inbuilt options, inbuilt functions and formulas. Every time if you want to apply a formula, you'll have to start with equal to and then type V lookup. You type VL, Excel will prompt you the different possible functions or formulas it is already having. So you can see VLOOKUP is already prompted here. Just press tab. When you press tab, automatically the formula is now inserted in the cell. Now, what are the criteria or what are the arguments Excel will ask? You can see here the highlighted cell. First argument is lookup value. Excel is asking you what should be the lookup value. So the first argument is lookup value. And immediately after pressing comma, the next argument, the Excel will ask you the second argument, that is table array. It is telling you, it is asking you where is the data stored so that I can retrieve the information to you. So the second argument is the table array. And again, after entering the second argument, when you press the comma function, it will go for the third argument, and the third argument is the column index. So the third argument, column index. Press on comma. The fourth argument, the final argument is the range lookup. Do you want the exact match or do you want approximate match? So this you can choose by using the up or down arrow, and by pressing tab, the appropriate one will be selected and you will get the answers as in how you have fed in the values. Now whatever I have fed in is not having any meaning. You will not be getting any answer, instead a error like this. Let us see how to apply VLOOKUP in a database or any of the report. I have a database here. As per this database, I'll just tell you what is the background of this database. Here, you are the accounts officer or a manager, whoever. A sales team has given you a report. Sales team has used some of the software for making sales, and the team has given you a report. In this report, it is saying the ledger reference number. Ledger reference number means a code, an identity given to an company or a firm or whoever registered in your company. This 1100465 is a ledger reference number. Second one is the product that is sold. So Samsung Galaxy, Realme, these are the different products that are sold by the team. And the selling price, this is the price at which they have sold, the quantity and the total value. Now, being an accounts officer, it's your duty to find out whether the sales are made according to the protocol, whether any sales are undervalued or overvalued, all the prices are properly collected, whether this report which you have got is true, correct, is to be found out. Now with this, I know the ledger reference number, but I don't know who the party is, who the purchasing party is. Without knowing a purchasing party, getting a report is of no use. So let us have one column inserted to have the name of the party. So how do I insert an additional column? I can click here on the top and click on insert button. Okay, I'll have the name for this heading as name of party. Each of the party is already assigned a different ledger references, and I have the database of that. Each ledger reference, name of the party, ledger reference, name of the party. And the same ledger references are given here where the name of party is not available. We will have to fill. If it was 1 or 2 or 10, we could have seen here and filled the answer in the name of party. However, the entire database that needs to be filled is running to hundreds and thousands. In such a case, we can apply VLOOKUP. Let us see how can we apply the VLOOKUP function. So preliminary works that let us make. What I will do is I will select this entire table, and when you see here the name box, if I click on A1, it will say which A2, it will say A2. That is a name box. When I select the entire table, it shows A1, but I will rename this as table. I will rename this as table by simply typing table on the name box and then hit enter button. Now, when you select the entire chart, automatically the name box shows table has the reference. This is one preliminary work I have done here. Now let us apply VLOOKUP function. Where do I need the answer? I need the answer just below the heading name of party. How do I get the formula? Formula should always start with equal to. So I press equal to. It is the function is VLOOKUP. So I type V look. Automatically Excel will now prompt me VLOOKUP. By hitting the tab button, the VLOOKUP function is automatically inserted. Now, the first argument is VLOOKUP value. What value am I looking for? I am looking for this account reference as a value. I want the answer for this value. I want what is the ledger name for 1100465. So my lookup value is 1100465. Instead of typing it here, I just click on the cell. I just click on the cell. Automatically the cell name has come here. I insert comma so that second argument will be asked. Now Excel is asking me, where is the table? It is saying table array. Where is the table? As I already named my database, this database, whatever here, I already named this as table. I don't have to again type anything. Instead, I can simply type table. Automatically Excel will here show me you already have renamed the entire table as table. So I click on tab. The second argument is now filled. I insert comma. Now going to the third argument is column index. Now Excel is asking, in this table, where is your answer? I have two columns, 1 and 2, and my answer is in the second column. My answer is in the second column. That is why I will insert column index as 2, comma. I need the exact match. I don't want approximate match. I need exact match. By using the down arrow, I'll select exact. And then don't forget to hit the tab button. If you need the exact answer, then you have to click on the tab button, or else whatever you selected will not be filled. Once the formula is done, close the bracket, hit the enter button. Automatically your answer is now filled. You can even cross verify 110465. Go to the sheet here. 110465 is Suhag Minerals. Excel has already populated it here. I will again don't have to fill it in every column. I don't have to insert the formula in every column. I only have to double click on this dot. I'll have to double click on the drag handle. Automatically Excel will enter the formula in all the subsequent cells. What is the keyboard shortcut? What is the keyboard shortcut? The keyboard shortcut is Shift, Control and down arrow. Shift, Control and down arrow. It will select the number of cells, and F2, then press Control Enter. Only thing you have to do is Shift, Control and down arrow. It will select the number of cells. After selecting the number of cells, click on F2 function. After hitting on the F2 function, Control plus Enter. This will autofill the values. Else, this is a keyboard shortcut, or else you can go with your mouse. Go to the drag fill handle here. You can see the black dot here. The drag fill handle, we call it as. Double click on the drag fill handle. Automatically this is inserted. Okay, we now saw with the reference number having here how to get the names of the party using VLOOKUP. Now, any data we call GIGO, garbage in is a garbage out. Before we process a data, we need to understand if there is any error, mistakes in the data. Now let us see whether the selling price, whatever given by the sales agent, is correct. The company has one procedure. It has given you a database here. It says Xiaomi Redmi Note. The price is 12,999. Maximum discount should not be more than 10%. It says Realme, the price is so much, the maximum discount should not be more than 15%. This way, for every mobiles, they have a price list and the maximum discount rate. Now, can we find out what is the selling price, up to which selling price a person can make a sale? So calculate, let us calculate the selling price using a formula. Now, I'll be calculating the selling price using a formula. Okay, so selling price is nothing but price minus the discount. So price minus price into discount. So whatever I get here is my selling price. What I will do is I need a round figure. So let me have a mixture of the formula. I will be using round and then my price minus price into discount. I want the answer to be in round. There shouldn't be any paisa. So I inserted round at the end. The second argument, I want the last figure to be rounded. So 0. If you want it to be in tens, hundreds, for tens you can insert -1, hundreds -2, thousands -3. So I got the answers in nearest rupee. I will now go here. Let me check what is the maximum discounted selling price. Maximum discounted selling price. How can I now find out if it was 1 or 2 items in a list? I could have identified by going here, finding Samsung Galaxy, going to my database Samsung Galaxy, identifying the price and then matching. But when we have lot of data here, how to find out will be a challenge. In such a case, VLOOKUP can help us. see both the data. I have a data here. I have the product list here and the selling price here. In my database, I have the product list here. I need the selling price, the maximum discounted selling price. In both the data, the product name is similar. The product name is common. In both the data, the product name here and the product name here are common. So I can use VLOOKUP function. So before I use VLOOKUP function, let us make the preliminary work. I'll select the entire table and then I'll rename it. Now, while selecting the table, be very careful. Whatever you're looking for should be the first column and every other information should be in the next. In case if you start from here, our serial number will become the first column. Whether serial number is common in both? No. Instead, name of the product sold is common in both the data. So I'll have to start from product. I will rename this as product. I'll rename this table as product. Let me confirm whether the renaming is done. I'll select the table again and the name box will show product. Yes, I have successfully renamed. Now let me find out what is the maximum discounted selling price. I'll insert the formula VLOOKUP. How to insert? Click on equal to, then type VLOOKUP. You type VL, automatically Excel will prompt you the formula. Hit tab button, the formula is now inserted. It is now asking you, what are you looking for? I'm looking for the selling price, but for which value? I'm looking for the selling price for this particular Samsung Galaxy value. So I will click on this cell. Instead of typing Samsung Galaxy, I will click on this particular cell, because every time the product will change as and when I go to the next cells. That is why I'll click on Samsung Galaxy, comma. The second argument, it is asking me for the table array. I'll have to find out where is the table array. Since we already have named the table as product, as product, I can simply select from the list the Excel gives. I now select and hit tab. If you don't hit tab, it will not be selected. So product is now selected. After inserting the argument, don't forget to enter comma. Once you type comma, it will ask you which column index. In this product table, I should start from product. Okay, I'm not starting from serial number, I'm starting from product. Product is the column number 1, price is column number 2, discount is column number 3, selling price is column number 4. My Excel is asking, which is your column value? From where should I find the selling price? Is it in column 1, 2, 3, or 4? My selling price in column number 4. So I'll have to enter 4 as column index number. Comma, it will ask you, do you need an exact match or an approximate match? I'll select exact match, close the bracket, hit enter. Automatically the value Samsung Galaxy M21 12,824. Please verify 12,824. Excel has given you the value. Now how to fill automatically? By just double clicking on the drag fill handle. By double clicking on the drag fill handle, and then you can change the format to general or accounting as you wish. Here I got the selling price. Now we can verify whether it is sold above the selling price or below the selling price. Whether this product is sold above the selling price or below the selling price. How can we do this? We can do this using if function or conditional formatting. So this function, if function, sum if function, count if function, we will be seeing in the next video. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. You can If you have any doubts in this particular video, or you want to learn a little more about VLOOKUP function or how to apply it in your reports, you can feel free to contact us. If you like the video, please hit the like button. You can subscribe to our channel. Thank you.